This is the intro, slide guitar intro to My Sweet Lord, one of George's most famous guitar lines. Now, nobody really knows how George played My Sweet Lord. When you have your guitar in normal tuning, the notes don't fall under the slide as elegantly as he's clearly playing it on the record. You have to jump the slide around too much. Now, I don't know if George did this, but I'm going to recommend this trick, which is what I'm doing to play it. Keep the guitar in standard tuning except for the first string. If you tune that first string down to D, then things just fall a little more effortlessly under the slide. Okay, so do that. Get that E string tuned down to D, and then let's get into the tune itself, the introduction itself. We're in the key of F sharp minor because of the capo and the acoustic guitar part, and we're going to start on the first string, 18th fret, slide into it from about 2 frets below, and then stop it. Stop it by resting the pick back on the string again. Bring the slide down 2 frets to 16, pick it and slide down 2 frets to 14. So you've got 18, 16, 14 in this style. Slide up, stop, bring the slide back to 16, pick, and slide to 14. Slide back from 14 to 16, all on the first string, stop it again, bring the slide back to 14, pick 14 of the first string, 14 of the second string, and then pick 14 of the second string again, but somewhere in there you want to stop that first string ringing. I tend to do it after the first pick of the second string. But don't stop it too quickly or it kills the fluidity of the music. There, I played 1, followed by 2, then stopped 1 and played 2 again. Alright, that's our first phrase. Now we're going to repeat it exactly the same, except that after we pick that second pick of the second string 14th fret, we're going to pick the first string again at 14, and second string again at 14, sliding down to 12. Same as the first phrase, plus the addition of that phrase at the end. And notice what happened there, which is something I avoid when I'm playing it, that as I slid down on the second string to 12, you could hear the first string continuing to ring. You don't want that sound, so kill that first string as well. Stop it at some point here. I did it there with the ring finger touching that string. Not easy to do. But you want to kill it somehow, because if they ring over each other, you're going to get a dirty sound, and George has a very, very clean sound. Okay, here's that phrase. Now phrase 1 reappears. Well, the beginning of phrase 1, this part. That very first phrase, 18, 16, 14. And now we get this harmonized guitar part. There are 2 guitars playing on the original recording, and here we really need to hear the sound of both guitars. We're going to play the first and second strings like this. Now what I'm doing is I'm playing strings 2 and 1 together, which you can do either the way I am, which is the pick playing the second string and the ring or middle finger playing the first string, or just strum down with your pick. Downstrokes with the pick will work fine too. We're coming down, second and first strings at 18, slide down until you get to 15, pick again. Slide down till you get to 12, pick again. Slide down till you get to 9 and pick again. At 9 you're going to immediately slide back up to 12 without picking again. There's the slide back to 12, and then we want those strings to be muted and quickly come up to 15 and play 2 and 1 again. That's quite a difficult move because that happens quite fast. There we are at 15. Now kill those 2 strings, bring the slide to the 2nd string, 14th fret, pick 14 twice. Pick it again and slide it to 12. Stop that string, move the slide to 9, pick again and slide to 7. This is all on the 2nd string. And that's the end of the track. So coming from the harmonized part, my sweet Lord, and we're into the song. So hopefully that's enough to get you started with the introduction to My Sweet Lord.